Hey yo, what is up guys? Your boy is back and today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane. This was written apparently in 1990. Yeah. Came out August 1990 and yeah, this is a very iconic drawing of Spider-Man, I will say. It's like been on a lot of shirts and stuff like that throughout the years and it is really cool. Like as you can see there's like spiders and like all the webs and stuff. Really cool. So yeah, this book, Todd McFarlane, he's actually from Calgary, Alberta, and he actually apparently used to partially own the Edmonton Oilers, which I thought was very cool. And he also started like the McFarlane toy line, so like all those NHL toys or football toys, I think baseball even. He made a lot of just action figures. He also wrote and created Spawn, I believe. So yes, this man's lived a very interesting life, and yeah, very awesome writer and drawer, or artist, or whatever you want to say. There was a lot of very talented people who worked on these books. So yeah, I don't know how long he was with the Spider-Man run for, but whatever his run was and whatever it lasted for, it was very good. So the first saga of this, we'll call it the first little story arc of this, is called Torment, and apparently this is a very popular Spider-Man storyline from the 90s, and involves Spider-Man having to track down the Lizard, and the Lizard's just off killing people, and he's totally lost his mind, completely primal. And so yeah, we get to see the Lizard in the first arc, and a new character. I believe this might be her first appearance. Is she was the witch, like she knew Craven, she was known as the witch. Very cool. And yeah, the first arc alone is just a very cool arc. This stuff gets very dark and very scary. So like, not like very scary, but like it's actually a pretty dark arc. Very. This is more for like teenagers and stuff like that to get into. So yeah, more like people like that and stuff. Yeah, the romance between Peter and MJ is very good in this. Like, so like just the writing between the two, you really like both characters, and yeah, you really just find yourself getting into this. Like just like, here you go, I'll show you. Yeah, right here, very iconic Spider-Man drawings and imagery right there. So yeah, Torment was a very good arc. And then the second part of the story, we get to see the Hobgoblin. What was that part of the story called? It's all like written here, like the table of contents. They have one. Actually, very good that this graphic novel actually has a table of contents. So yeah, then it goes to Moscus, which has to do with the Hobgoblin. And the Hobgoblin was, I guess he was like some kind of preacher or something, because he was out there ready to send some sinners down to hell. Yeah, another very scary story having to do with a child getting kind of like mind controlled by the Hobgoblin, and he's like lost his mom, so he's completely just brainwashed by him. Talking about how his mom's in heaven now and stuff like that. Very intense storyline there. Then the second, probably my favorite story arc of this whole book is Perceptions, and it takes place in Hope, British Columbia, Canada. So as you can tell, Todd McFarlane, he has a lot of love for Canada. He talks about Wayne Gretzky twice in this whole thing, and he actually mentions Wayne Gretzky as a rookie card. But fun fact, Wayne Gretzky never actually had a rookie season, so that's actually a true story. And Perceptions, it's very good. It involves the Wolverine, a Canadian comic book character there. So getting involved, and yeah, he gets to don both his classic blue and yellow attire and his orange and yellow and black attire, which all look really sick. So yeah, it has to do with the Wendigo. A lot of people thought it was the Bigfoot, but it was actually the Wendigo. And yeah, it looks really cool. So yeah, I thought that whole thing was really cool, and how it was actually like a giant mystery story. So yeah, that's the one thing I really want to talk about his writing, is he actually does like a really good job of like unraveling the story and unraveling it until like you think the story is going one way, and then he just completely swerves you and it's going another way, and you're like, oh shoot, once you get like a good reveal and stuff like that. So like in the beginning you think the Lizard's the villain, and like he is, but like also plot twist, we also have the Craven Witch get involved, and she's pulling the voodoo strings behind this, which is really cool. And then this, it's like, I won't spoil it if you haven't read it, because it's actually a really good twist. Not even really a twist, just really fun to read the first time through. And then, so the next story we got here was Sub-City, and Sub-City has to do with these like inbred humans living under the New York City, and Morbius is their leader. So like really cool that you get to see Morbius get to be in this as well. His art style is just amazing, drawn and stuff for this stuff. So yeah, really cool. You get to see Morbius in this, and then last up you get to see Spider-Man team up with X-Force and fight the Juggernaut. So yeah. Those are some really classic villains. Really good stories here. Very entertaining. This stuff here, like I think I read Perceptions just like right through it, like pretty much. Like I normally like only read a couple issues, but then like with that one, I was like, damn, I just want to keep reading this. So yeah, this just like some of the art for this stuff is just awesome. So like there we go. We got like the Wendigo there, which looks just amazing, which is a Canadian cryptid, I guess you would call it. And yeah, like just seeing them all like. Watching how like Wolverine just totally bitches out Spider-Man there. Yeah, showing off some of this stuff. Where do we go out here? Damn, she's looking good, that Craven Witch. Yeah, so here's just a really awesome shot of Spider-Man looking really sick. I wanted to show you because he also involves the black suit. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Ghost Rider. Fuck. I should have mentioned that. So, like, yeah, there was a lot of guest appearances and stuff in this. So, Ghost Rider actually makes an appearance in the whole Hobgoblin little arc they had going there. And, yeah, that was really cool. I forgot to mention Ghost Rider was in this. So, yeah, I want to go up here. So, yeah, there we go. We got Morbius. Oh, Mary Jane. Morbius, looking dope. Because he's got a movie coming out. So, I was really stoked to finally read stuff about him. Going back here. Where is it? There we go. That's what I was looking for. The black suit. The black suit makes an appearance in this. So yeah. And then like at the end of this whole thing, they got... The one thing I didn't like about this was the last 2 issues, they're drawn like this, like the way they are. You have to read it like that, and I don't like that very much. So that's my one big complaint about the book, was how those last issues were handled. But then just in the back here, they got like a whole bunch of table of contents and stuff like that just look really cool. Like this is probably like where they got the black suit and the red suit there. All looking good. So yeah, I guess I should probably talk about it. If you guys can get your hands on this, definitely get it, because it's actually really good. It's a really classic Spider-Man story. So just for that alone, I would highly recommend getting the Spider-Man book. So, yeah, if you can get your hands on this, definitely get it. I think I paid like $50 for it. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But awesome book. Definitely worth it. Yeah, so it's actually one of my favorite Spider-Man stories I've read so far. I might like it as much as Maximum Carnage. I don't know, but it was really fucking good. So, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely up there for me. Anyways, so my next graphic novel reviews... I don't know which one I'm going to do first. I was looking through this one. I want to do Daredevil because I've talked a lot about Spider-Man lately. So here's Daredevil, Take My Hand. I'll probably talk about that one possibly next. I don't know. It's a pretty big one to get through, so I don't know if I'll read that one next. Or I want to read, just to do a quick one, we'll do X-Men Days of the Future Past. It's got a movie to go along with it, so this would definitely be a very good one to do. So I'd have a lot to talk about with that because it's a very classic X-Men story. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought. Peace out.